Hey guys, welcome back to another live game. Today we're playing some Jax jungle. Here are the runes we are running. Press the attack. Triumph, very strong. Electricity, actually really good as well. Attack speed, can't go wrong with that with a Jax. Sudden impact, so when you jump in, you have extra damage. And zombie ward, because I'm liking zombie ward, honestly. I feel like the rest of the runes in that tree, nothing special. So zombie ward, yeah, why not? Let's give it a pop. So, first things first. I am aware that I am blue abadi abadai. My webcam is being blue abadi abadai. I'm not sure why. Wow, that rhymed. Off to a good start. So Jax jungle, guys, pretty solid jungler, honestly. In a really easy way. Like he's one of these champions who's just like really simple, quite versatile in his playstyle. By that I mean it's not like you have to like hard farm or you have to play for split push or you have to like snowball early. You can just do whatever you want really on Jax. He can gank, he can farm. And everything else is just, he scales well as well, so you know, not a hard champion to play in that regard. So I consider Jax to be one of the best low elo junglers, low elo carry junglers, because he's just really easy to play, can scale, and is just, I mean, I think he's a really solid low elo champion in general as a top laner as well. So yeah. We're going to show you guys how to play some Jax today. If you want to learn how to play him, if you want to see how he works, if you want to pick something up for your low elo champion pool, but not just low elo, because I mean this guy is pretty good in career. They pick him in you know, in challenger and stuff as well. So we're going to go for the build that I believe I think it's Rush. I'm pretty sure it's Rush is using this build. This is the build where you go. It's basically like the Hecarim build, if you guys remember the old Hecarim build from like season 6, where you would go for Triforce Rush into Cinderhawk. So I'm going to go look for a cheeky top lane gank here. I'm pretty sure Maokai's warded this bush, but I don't think it's warded in the river. This guy's really close to level 3. Oh, he doesn't need level 3 actually. He's already got his lightning rush. Alright, we don't really want to chase this because Rammus could be here, honestly. I mean, a gang like that doesn't necessarily achieve a huge amount, no summoners, but getting a bit of harass and more importantly alleviating a lot of pressure from Kennen there, because like he was getting pushed. I mean, whatever. It's a whatever gank. It kind of works. Okay, that's not great though. All right, so we're just gonna keep farming here. She actually has no TP either, so whenever your laner dies and they have no TP, it's a good idea to try and go and like hold that lane. So like I would. Like, ideally, I could, like, show up at mid here and like, pick up this free golden experience. I'm not going to do that, though, because death time is really low and I was kind of out of position to do it. But in general, if you find yourself in a position where you can get that kind of CS, go for it, because it's really, it's free, it's OP, it's good stuff. Alright, we're going to have to recall after this. My top has TP, so if my top didn't have TP, for example, I would not be recalling here. I would actually go for I would hold this, get all this farm. But they have TP, so I don't need to do that. And let's go for a Triforce build here, rushing the Stinger. She's died with no... 2 deaths in bot lane with no heal, and she's got both summons. That's okay. So yeah, Red Smite gives me better 1v1s, which is what I'm going for. Now this right here, I said if your lane doesn't have TP, you want to hold the lane. That's what I'm going to be doing bot side here, because Xayah is all the way up here. So if I show bot side right now, I get this free farm. And the thing is, there's no real harm done by doing this, because it's not like Xayah would be getting this, right? It's not like she'd be getting this anyway. This would just be lost. No one will be getting that farm. So instead... I'm not taking it from Xayah, basically. It's just like, well, someone can get it or no one gets it. Let's make sure someone gets it. And I also want to show mid here because this Katarina, I was going to say, is playing really ballsy. And it's probably going to get ganked. But I was too late. But that kind of thing is pretty annoying, honestly, because it's like, mate, you have to respect that, you know? And I can't get there yet, you know? And that's a bit unfortunate. I was on my way as well, so pretty bad timing for me, for her to die there. But, again, I mean, she doesn't have TP, so she can hold this. I can hold this and she's not going to be missing out on anything. I'm not taking this from Katarina because I don't want to put her behind. I'm just taking it because no one will get this. So now I'm going to leave it because she's going to come back. And there you go. So little things like that is what really helps you to gain advantages as the jungler, specifically in your farm. And if you're playing a champion that can carry, like Jax can, then finding ways to pick up your golden experience is really important. And if you're a champion who wants to get level 6 as well, then again, it's a similar situation. So someone like Nocturne or Rengar. These are champions who, if you hold lane CS, lane farm, you get level 6 really quickly, and then you can actually start turning on. So, I do not know what's going on mid lane here. But I'm going to try and do something bot now. I'm on my way, I'm at the dragon now, I'm getting pretty close here. I've got my flash as well. This should be a pretty free one for me, we'll see. Never mind, Rammus is here. Unlucky. That's a good counter gank by Rammus. See, stuff like that Rammus gank there, is really important. If he should just back off of this, like Ryze is gonna be hit. if he doesn't counter gank that, then his lane dies. And so right now, what happened there, instead of his lane just dying, now he gets a kill instead. Wow, that was really close, holy shit. So that's really, really good by that Rammus there to counter gank like that, to respect the fact that if a good kind of rule of thumb. I mean, firstly, Rammus knows I will most likely be in the area because my blue buff had just respawned. If my blue buff just respawns, then there's a chance that, you know, I'm going to be there to take the blue, and then he knows I'm in the area. He sees what's happening bot side. Oh, I might show up. So he can kind of deduct that I might be there. But also on top of that, just in general, you know, it's a good habit if your lanes are fighting, just show up to that lane, because you never know, you might find something going down, you might get lucky, something might happen, and if it does, you'll be there. So I'm rushing the Stinger this game. Stinger or Phage, I would suggest are the two first ones to go for. I mean, I think ideally I'd have Phage here, not Stinger, but I think either are okay. Oh! Yo, Katarina, you're actually a god, by the way. Holy shit, that was so good. I was gonna be a little bit sad if she died there as well, because like I couldn't help her yet. Alright, let's just try and counter gank the Rammus here. If I'm Rammus, I'm probably gonna look mid anyway. There you go. So we'll just take this guy's farm here. He's still got a pretty big wave under the tower, so he's probably not gonna come here until that wave is dead. So I'll have time to take his grump as well. There we go. I don't think anything else is going down here though, so I'm just going to take this Scry's Bloom. Boom, pop it. Mostly so that Rammus can't use it here. There we go. We're doing pretty well as far as our strength goes. 72 CS is a pretty high amount of CS. Now we're not having a huge amount of lane impact, but some of that is kind of unfortunate. There was a time where I wanted to go mid and it didn't work. When I went bot, I got countered. I should have been here though, actually. I knew Rammus was in the area. Probably could have been there to counter that one. Can they dive me here, do you reckon? They probably can. Yeah, do they have enough damage to kill me here? I don't think they do. I'm gonna pray they don't. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. That was kind of close. I want to make sure you're popping your ultimate obviously as well before you initiate a play like that. Before you go for a play like that, because that's that gives me a decent amount of resistances, and if I didn't have my resistances there, I would be dead for sure. Alright, but it worked out. But yeah, ideally I would be having more impact here, but I feel like a bit of sloppiness, honestly. Wow, what was he doing? Specifically, not being in position to counter gank. I need to be using my brain a bit more. Fuck. Thought Tarek could run up here. I think we can do this, so I'm just gonna mince about here. Oh my goodness, it's a good stun. Did I just cancel my auto here? I think I cancelled it like 3 times. No! Katarina! That's unfortunate. It's really close. Alright. Again though, Rammus is in the right place at the right time. Just keep the old farm alarm going here. Rise is missing, so I want to respect that. We can't too... I mean, I can't really even get in on them here, honestly. That's okay, I guess. Like, there's a very low chance that... I mean, my smite wasn't up, sadly. And he can just taunt me and probably kill me there as well, so... If he gets my blue, well, at least I'm alive. Alright. Going for Sheen here, and then we'll finish our Triforce with that.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I feel like in games like this, I feel bad for not doing more, but I also feel like sometimes it's just a bit tricky, you know. Definitely think I could be doing more, but I don't hate myself for not doing more. When the game is as it is. Especially playing versus Rammus, man. When you play champions like Jax into Rammus, if Rammus ever shows up for the 2v2, you lose. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's pretty much like that. Why are we doing this? What good can come out of this? Alright. I'm just going to try and zone Maokai, I guess, here. Not much else is going to come out of that, I'm afraid. We don't really have any way to fight this here. I guess if Kennen can come in early and get his ultimate off, we can kind of wombo combo it with Cat, but that's not a wombo combo. Cat just dies straight away in that situation. I mean, they're all on full health outside of Rammus, so the fact that we had to focus Rammus there kind of shows that we were not in a good spot that fight. Oh shit. Should I have actually gotten him there? I wasn't really a fan of picking this 2v3 honestly, but Rammus will be here. I'm pretty sure Rammus is here. I don't know where he is, but there he is. Alright, popping my W here. Or E, sorry, jumping in. There's my ult as well. That Rammus taunt is so disgusting. Nice, we got them. That's really good. Except Ryze and Maokai are going to be here now. We don't really want to fight this, I don't think. And we can't even fight them under the tower. We just have to get the tower here. Yeah, that was bad. We should just back off, honestly. Unless, like, if Zaya's going to come, maybe, but we shouldn't. Honestly, what should have happened there is Zaya should have stayed mid, pushed that down, and we should have backed off top. There's no reason to rush it like that, I don't think. We don't need to go really hard on the tower there. Okay, this is definitely a Murtred's game here for me. Just that tower's literally on a sneeze amount of health. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're playing this so risky. Whatever. This is. I shouldn't have recalled there. It's fine. But I think I should have stayed there. I think that was. I mean, when the tower's on that low health, you kind of just think, yeah, whatever, let's give that one up. But apparently we wanted to defend that one. Whatever. Alright, so in a game like this where it's not going too well for your team early, I feel like the ability to farm is really important. So you can see this game, I've just farmed up. And like ideally, if I were able to get more done in the early game, that would be what I want to do. You know, I would want to be able to get more going in the early game. I'd want to be able to have more pressure early and be a bit more useful in that sense. But if you don't feel like you're able to do that, or whatever happens, for whatever reason you've not been able to do that, just don't make sure you're not falling behind in farm, because that's the worst thing to happen. If you're not able to do much early and you're falling behind in farm, then that's just that, you know, you'll be useless for the rest of the game, like legit. Okay, they've got Herald here actually. Yeah, I was gonna say I need to recall for this one. I would keep splitting here, but if they have Herald, I need to defend for the inhibitor. Can't defend this one, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure we can defend the inhib. It kind of sucks though, because best win condition this game is the like Ken and Katarina combo, which is really difficult against Taric ulti. This is fine, like we just defend the Rift Herald. That's honestly really good. Like we got Taric ulti from that as well. I mean, I even wasted my ult, but it's whatever really. I don't know why they're staying now though. They shouldn't stay now. They should back off. I mean, they have no Herald. What? Oh my goodness, this pathing is triggering me. Do we not have... We have Cannon ulti? Why is he over here? Man, that really sucks. We should not have given that for free there. I'm just going to jump on Rise here. Just zone this guy as best I can. If he's out the fight, but so am I, then it's worth it. Fuck, that was so close to getting my stun off and killing him. Fuck. How do we lose this so hard? Legit, that was like the easiest thing. They had no Taric ulti, no good way to push that tower down, and we legitimately just let them take it. That really sucks. Fuck. Taric ulti is down. I don't know why we are so passive for the engage there. Cannon can just like slide in. Yeah, we really can. How do we have... Maybe you have no damage. But I'm pretty strong. Cat is strong. This Cannon is strong. It's pretty much probably just as I this game who's not strong. And that's okay, I guess. Like, she's an auto-field AD carry and got smashed in lane. Like, fine, you're not that strong, whatever. But that doesn't mean that, you know, the whole team is weak. Okay, they're chasing us 3 people into Fog of War. I just... I don't know. Well, can't defend Baron anymore. It's like, I don't know, whatever. So we're just going to try and push this one down. Try and be useful here. Try and make the best out of a bad situation. Can I take this here? Beautiful. I was T2 but Meta didn't favour me. Okay. Alright, if people are doing stuff like this, just ignore them. He's not flaming. Well, I don't know. I mean, no one's flaming me. I'm not triggered by what these guys are saying. It's just pointless to listen to. Like, these guys whining and complaining is just, it just doesn't help me win this game. In fact, it's distracting. So just ignore them. Do your best. I might go for an MR item after this. I'm 2 levels up on anyone on my team. I have more farm than anyone on my team. I haven't even really taken that much farm from people. I guess you could maybe argue that with split pushing, but not really. I'm just, yeah. This is my attempt when we're getting royally smashed this game, like legit royally smashed this game. This is my way of trying to be useful still. Alright, so we get one. We can't really hold bot, but we can't hold bot 5v5 either. I'm just zoning again here from... If I jump in to the enemies like that... I mean, you saw Rise again did nothing that fight. The last fight he did nothing because he was just focusing me. That fight he did nothing. It's kind of my best way to try and influence these fights. It's just jump on the back... Well, run at the back line and distract them. Why is he so fast? Okay, this guy's ghost, right? Yo, that is unfortunate. Wait, we all just died. Alright, I did my best. Fuck. Well, despite the way the game went, we weren't really able to get enough ganks going early game, but... That's me, baby. I feel like we did our best, but I don't know. If I were able to get more stuff going, that would be easier. Alright. Who gets my honor this game? Kennen gets my honor. What were we at now? We were mid D3 there. Yeah. I wasn't really able to do what I wanted to do that game. But I feel like if I try to gank a bit more, am I even really able to? We were losing lanes pretty hard. Look how much gold I had, man. This is what really sucks about playing jungle, honestly. Like, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you guys. This is what really sucks about playing jungle. And I'm not even gonna use this opportunity to flame my teammates. What sucks about playing jungle is that in games like this, you never know what you should have done better, really. Like, you can hypothesize and say, for example, well, I wasn't able to do like anything in that lane phase. Yes, we were pretty much getting smashed bot side. Yes, we were getting smashed mid lane. Just 2v2, 1v1. Those lanes are not easy to gank for in those situations. Plus, with an autofill AD carry, you don't really want to gank for them anyway because they're not going to carry regardless. So it's not really a lane you want to gank for. So I feel like that was a difficult game to influence, you know? And there were a few times when I did go to do good stuff. And, for example, Rammus would counter gank. That's the downside of having losing lanes. If you get counter ganked, you lose. Like, you don't win that. You know, when I went to gank mid and Katarina, just as I'm coming up, she just dies. You know, little things like that, which would be bigger differences. Maybe, at least. So I feel like I made some attempts, but... You know, I bottom line is I didn't get what I wanted to do that game. Now, so it's difficult to say though that, okay, I needed to gank more. because of what I just mentioned, right? So it's that kind of situation where you never really know. Like because if I did try and gank, like what happens if Ram is counting against them? What happens if we just can't get kills? What happens if I waste my time? Suddenly I'm individually a lot weaker in a game where we're already weak, right? So it's like I need to be strong. And it's just like you just never know. Like you never know whether or not, because there's just so many things so many ways you can, different like roads to take as a jungler to influence the game. And it's so like for me, I just sometimes in games like that I really struggle to know like what the most optimal way to win that game. Because I do strongly feel like as a philosophy, if you are farming, that's good, you know, because you just, especially when your lane's already losing, trying to help them can just be worse, you know, just worse, more, yeah. You put yourself in a bigger hole, basically. But I don't know, man. At the same time, then you have games like this where everyone just gets shat on and Rammus runs around and he was doing pretty well too. It's just like, I don't know, man. If I were a laner, you know, it's really easy to see where you individually could improve on and where you could go wrong. You know, if I'm Katarina, for example, dying 2v2, it's so easy just to be like, oh yeah, I messed up there. You know, I mean, when she first died, she didn't even use flash or like any summoners. So that's easy to say, oh yeah, you just playing a 1v1. And then outside of that, when she died to Rammus, it's like, you're pushing out, you got no vision, and it's against a bloody Rammus. And she still died with flash up, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say, oh yeah, that's my, you know, I could have contributed more to this game because I could have played that matchup different. But fuck, man, that's really difficult as a jungler for me. Let me know what you guys think. I want your opinions, because, I mean, what I'm going to say is, I feel like there must have been ways for me to find better ganks there. There must have been ways for me to influence that game more with my ganks. So I think as a foundation, my strategy there of farming is fine. And I honestly feel like I think generally speaking in games, as long as you're individually strong, then it's unlikely that your whole team is going to drop the ball as hard as we did this game. And it's also unlikely that you're just going to like be able to do nothing early. So you'll usually get other stuff woven in there, you know. But generally speaking, you know, ganking like that as your foundation is fine, but I needed to find ways where, okay, actually I need to start pressuring this place, or I need to just try and force something. Then again, if we'd had a few better fights, like for example, when we lost the mid inhib, which I feel like we really could have just easily done if we just engaged, because once Taric ults down, you know, that's that. We can just wombo combo them with Kennen and Katarina. Kind of. You know, if that goes better, suddenly I look like a genius, because now I'm really strong. We get one good fight and I'm just like, I can be an absolute machine, right? Because I've farmed, I'm strong, I'm individually very strong. Just a tough one. And when I go to split push, we just suicide at Baron. Yeah. It's a really difficult, that is a struggle of playing jungle. That is a struggle of playing jungle. Anyway, that's like my rant over. Bottom line is, what I did this game, use that as your foundation, but at some point, if the game's looking like it is, look for ways where you can actually influence that game as well, because you're just going to lose, I guess. There's a good chance you will just lose. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for that ramble at the end. Good luck in your solo queue games. I hope they go a little bit better than this one. Look for those opportunities, lads. Look for them. AK farming is okay, but solo queue is a magical, magical beast. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.